folks, it's me, Brian. This is what I'm drinking tonight. I'm having a rabbit out of the hat. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon 2023 version brought to you by the Endeavor Drinks Company, if you will. This is a red wine out of Australia. It is 13.5% alcohol by volume, and it contains sulfites. Like a magician's rabbit, elegant and boastful, whatever that means, this Cabernet Sauvignon is crafted to capture the imagination. Bold and juicy, this wine produces characters of rich red fruits, followed by a silky and generous palate. Well, I'll be the judge of that. I will see if it is bold and juicy like rabbits are. That sounds kind of odd, right? Um, and does a magician's rabbit really capture imagination? It's just a rabbit. Anyway, folks, that's what it says on their label. It has a picture of a rabbit. Naturally, it would be really bizarre if it had a picture of any other animal. So let's crack this one open. It is a twist off. I bought it from Total Wine in Virginia, and it was right at the entrance, therefore right in front of my face. So I said, why not? It's only $10.99. And I don't get to drink wine that much. I don't review wine that much, and I know some people like wine reviews. So here's what it looks like. It does look like it has a bold taste. It's nice and dark. Let's see if it has any fruit flavors or anything like that. Well, it's not starting off right, to be honest. I mean, it has a cheap wine smell, like that grapey, like grape, like cheap, um, uh, like Cisco, if you will, wine smell. Double XL, which I recently have had, has that type of smell, that fortified wine type of smell. Even though the ABV isn't that much, it's only 13.5. So we're not starting off on a good note. Mm, I mean, it has some fruit flavors. I'm assuming it's going to have like a plum type of taste on the palate, something of that nature. But let's not speculate anymore. Let's give it a drink. Prost, my friends. So naturally, it's not going to be the driest wine because it's purporting to have like fruit flavor in it. It's not going to be sweet either. It's not a port. Um, but I will say this. Um, it is not the highest quality wine. There is a reason why I saw it right when I walked into Total Wine, right where there was like a stack of them with a big old sale sign, like 10.99, whatever it was, because it's not the best quality. Uh, I think if you put a lot more sugar in it and threw in like a little bit of fruit flavor, you would have that double XL that I had a couple weeks ago. Um, it's not really bold, doesn't capture my imagination. It's just a plain old wine. Nothing that I really would get again. Nothing that I would pay for if I went to dinner. I mean, I don't buy bottles of wine for the most part as much as I buy other things. I mean, I'll buy wine for my wife and such, but not for me. And I definitely wouldn't buy this bottle for myself, and I definitely would not buy this bottle for my wife because it is definitely bottom shelf, It wasn't on the shelf, but it is a sale rackish, if you will, um, since it was right at the entrance when you walk into the Total Wine. It's never a good sign when there are like a whole bunch of inventory right at the entrance. They're trying to get rid of that stuff. And it's never a good sign if you're in a checkout line and there's some items there. They're trying to get they got the captive audience. They're trying to get rid of that stuff. You don't have to search far for it because you're walking into the store. When you're in line, you don't have to search far for something. You're stuck in line. So how would I rate this? I'd probably give it like a 73 out of 100. Like I said, there's nothing to write home about. No flavor is to write home about. It doesn't give what does it say? Ripe red, rich red fruits. It doesn't give a whole lot of rich red fruits. It's not particularly juicy. I mean, I will say it's silky. It says it's followed by a silky and generous palate. I don't know how a palate could be generous. I mean, everything is pointing to this not being a good product. I mean, its description, its price point, um, and the fact that it was right in your face when you walked into Total Wine. Have I said that enough? It was right in my face when I walked into Total Wine. Yeah, it just takes like a generic house wine. Like if you went somewhere and said, "Give me the house wine," they'd give you this. I couldn't say that it would even. I would say that it probably wouldn't even complement a meal. You know, like if you got like a steak or something like that. I would say that it wouldn't even complement that. It's just a cheap house wine. Nothing more, nothing less. Um, so there you have it, folks. Another review in the books. A wine review. I don't do them often. I don't do them often, but I do have two or three in my house now that I am going to review in the future. I know I should do more of them, but you know, I kind of stick with what I know. But I know a bad wine when I drink it, and this was it. Stay safe, stay sane, and I will see you on the next video.